My name is Terry Marshall, and I'm with Burr King Manufacturing, and I'm going to show you a little bit about the Model 760 belt grinder. This here is our variable speed unit. It's a 120 volt single phase 20 amp. It goes from 0 to 8,000 surface feet per minute. We also offer this in a fixed speed model. It runs 8,000 surface feet per minute on a constant speed. It's a very versatile machine. You do have your belt tensioner, loosens your belt. Tighten it back up. You have a tracking device. We have the backup PLATEN for PLATEN grinding, the work rest table for resting and work on it, which you can tilt at an angle if you need to. And of course you can work off your contact wheel. This is a 3-wheel grinder. And again, your belt tensioner, your belt slides off. Very easy. Wrap it back on. Just kind of follow your wheel and you're good to go. Close the door and tighten it up. Over here, we can work off the PLATEN. You turn it on, flip once up to start, the second time to start. It's about 7,000 surface feet per minute. We can kick the table out of the way, right on the PLATEN, or right now on the contact wheel. Or we kick the PLATEN out of the way and do some contour grinding. As far as tracking goes, if you ever want to work off the side of the belt, use the tracking device. And you can track all the way over one way. Go off to the left and work off your side of the wheel. The nice thing about the 760, even if you hit that belt, it never comes off the wheel. Let's say we want to remove some steel stock. Come right down the contact wheel. Nice and smooth. Nice thing about Burr King is how smooth it runs. Kind of like a belt grinder. They come in several different options, where you can use a serrated wheel for very heavy stock removal, or a narrow wheel all the way down to 1/2 inch. Or we can even open this up. Let's say you want to do a little bit of buffing. Loosen your belt. Go ahead and take off your belt. Just loosen that on up. Just kind of wiggle it back and forth and then we'll slide it off. And then we can add a buffing wheel. A little knob adapter. You can go all the way up to 2 inch wide with this. Go ahead and kick it back on once you close the lid. Tighten it right up. You do have the option of an arm attachment accessory, which you can add to your machine, with many different styles of radius attachments. And we also have a dust collection system. Simply by removing these bolts here, You just slide on your dust scoop. Tighten it back down. Close your door. Then you're ready to go for a dust collection system.
Today we're going to install the sharpening attachment onto the Burr King Model 760. First thing you need to make sure you do is disconnect the AC power from the unit. Next we're going to go ahead and open the cover. We're going to take off the abrasive belt. Next we're going to remove the contact wheel using a 15/16 socket. Go ahead and make sure to keep the nut in the washer. We will be using that when we reinstall the serrated contact wheel onto the Burr King. Next, take a 3/16 Allen, remove the contact wheel guard. Your kit may or may not include a new guard for this, depending on which one you ordered. If you ordered the chainsaw bar straightening attachment, that does come with a new guard for that. So if not, you will just reuse your old one. Go ahead and remove your work rest arm and work table. Next, we're going to remove the 2 1/2-inch bolts that secure the frame to the base plate. Here we're going to mount a drilling fixture. The attachment requires a hole in the frame at a precise location. So if you go ahead and remove them, make sure to keep them. We will be reinstalling them later. The fixture was shipped with your kit. Next, we're going to use a 257 drill bit. It's an oversized 1/4-inch hole that we need to drill. So this way we got the precise location for that hole. This is one of the things you can't freehand the fixture. Okay, now that we're done drilling the hole, go ahead and remove the drilling attachment. Reinstall the 2 1/2-inch bolts that hold the frame to the base plate. You want to go ahead and tighten them down right now. We will not need to go back in there. Next, your attachment should be set up, partially assembled from the factory. Make sure it has a washer, a large round washer. It goes on the back side in between the frame and the support bar. Then take your 1/4-inch bolt that comes with the kit, place it through the hole. Make sure that the arm is slid all the way up against the bearing housing, and on the opposite side, that's where you will go ahead and tighten down with the nut. Take an Allen wrench and a wrench and go ahead and snug that up right now. Alright, now that everything on the attachment's tightened up, you'll go ahead and if you have a new guard that came in your kit for the chainsaw bars, you'll go ahead and throw that on now. If not, we'll just reuse your old one. You can go ahead and tighten that, just snug it down, because you may have to go ahead and adjust that a little bit after you put on the abrasive belt to make sure it's in the correct position. Next, you're going to take the new serrated 90 durometer contact wheel, go ahead and mount it on there. Grab your 15/16 socket and tighten it up. Next, we are ready for the abrasive belt. We use a 3M belt. It's a 36 grit. This has been tested with a 24 and a 36. make sure when you put it on that you want to go ahead and center it in the contact wheels and the idler wheels. Go ahead and give it a spin around. Make sure you got enough clearance on the bottom side, and also to make sure it's straight on there. There's not a whole lot of clearance on the left-hand side of the attachment to minimize the pinch point. So if the belt wants to track off when you start it up, there's a good chance that's going to run into the side of the attachment. Next, if you put on a new contact wheel guard, this is the attachment for the chainsaw bars to straighten them up. It gives you a perfect 90-degree angle to the backup platen, no matter how it's set. So that pretty much finishes it up.